Ladies, I have some exciting news to share with you, and it could not come at a better time. As long as there is air in your lungs, ladies, you can start. If I do something that's too in-depth, it's too much information, too much introspection, sometimes I will get lost in my own thoughts.
Hey lady, are you a woman who loves the Lord and who also enjoys beautiful things? Well, if you are, then you are personally invited to join my exclusive Christian women's group. In this group, we chat about clothes, beauty, home decor, parenting, marriage, cooking, and of course, our Christian walk. It's Christian lifestyle all-encompassing. So be sure to join by clicking the link below. I hope to chat with you soon. Now back to our show.
Hey ladies, welcome back to your new favorite talk show for Christian women, Grown Lady Chat, with me, your host, Dr. Sherunda Simone. If you are someone who is looking for a very clear-cut and easy way for you to evaluate your year or season, it could be even like a month. Let's say, you're not watching this at the end of the year or at the start of a new year, but you caught it, let's say June. If you want to review the first 6 months of the year, this is a great way to do it. It's very easy to follow and it will help you get a better picture of where you are. And in doing so, you can see what you need to change or alter for the upcoming season. Are you a woman who enjoys beautiful things? 34/5 Lifestyle has lovely, unique accessories for your everyday look and also for those special occasions. Click the link below to check out our latest accessory collection. Okay, so the first thing is you're going to write down 5 categories, major categories in your life that you focus on. So I'm going to give you 5 that I look at consistently. It might be different for you, all right? But here's what I look at. So faith, family, finances, goals or work projects, and then self. Now, from those 5 categories, rate how you are doing overall. All right, you're going to be as honest as you can because guess what? This is only going to help you. If you give yourself a 9 when you're really like a 6, lady, you can't fix that which you don't identify is, lackluster, okay? And whatever gets measured can be improved. So we're going to be very honest here and we're going to use the rating scale from 0 to 10. And we're starting off very broad and then we'll get narrow down toward the end of this activity, all right? You're just going to say, okay, so in the area of my faith, my Christ walk, for the past year, how did I do? Or again, you could say for the past month, how did I do? For the past 6 months, how did I do? And you're going to give yourself a numeric scale. And then of course, the ultimate goal is always going to be 10, which would be perfection. But realistically, unless you have just totally arrived in every aspect of your life, you're probably going to want to aim for more of like an 8 or a 9, on your 0 to 10 scale. Now, let's say when you sit down and you think and you and Holy Spirit are talking and you're like, yeah, you know what? I really was an 8 in that area. Great. Still put it down, even if you don't need to change anything, because remember, it's a major category that is important and specific to you. For each category, you're going to give 3 goals. So for faith, family, finances, work projects, and self. 3 goals. Now, here is where I really want for you to be disciplined because the tendency is to have a bunch of goals because why not? I mean, there's so many things that we can work on and improve. But ladies, stick to only 3. If not, it's very easy for us to become overwhelmed and then we get through what we call decision paralysis and anxiety because you're like, oh my Lord, I have so many things to work on. Which one do I focus on? And instead of working on anything, you just stop and say, it's too overwhelming. I can't be bothered. I'll start next week. You know what I'm saying? But ladies, you can start on a Friday on the 31st of a month. You can start on the end of the year, the beginning of the year. As long as there is air in your lungs, ladies, you can start. Write down 3 goals for each of the 5 categories. And then for each of the goals, you're going to write down 5 steps. Again, it's discipline. Don't come up with 10 steps. That's too much at times. Don't do only 2 steps. That's not enough. 5 steps, 5 action steps that you can take realistically. realistically. And then for each of the 5 steps, then you're going to identify how you have to adjust your lifestyle to accomplish those 5 steps. And let's go to the famous acronym. I'm sure you've all heard it before, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. But I don't like to say stupid, so I'm going to say keep it simple, sis. Okay, keep it simple. We're not trying to change the world in 365 days. Although, you know what, through you, God can. But we're saying, okay, well, what can we do realistically in a certain time frame? So for a year, what are things that we need to adjust in the upcoming year so that we can actually incorporate those 5 steps, so that we can accomplish those 3 goals, so that we can improve those ratings, so that we can impact those 5 major categories. So you see how each thing built on itself, but you first have to start with the broad 5 categories, and then you tailor it down to the specific lifestyle adjustments.
Hey lady, are you a woman who loves the Lord and who also enjoys beautiful things? Well, if you are, then you are personally invited to join my exclusive Christian women's group. In this group, we chat about clothes, beauty, home decor, parenting, marriage, cooking, and of course, our Christian walk. It's Christian lifestyle all-encompassing. So be sure to join by clicking the link below. I hope to chat with you soon. Now back to our show.
If I do something that's too in-depth, it's too much information, too much introspection, sometimes I will get lost in my own thoughts. Can you relate? So yes, it's very simple, but you still want to take it seriously and you still want to be realistic. I said earlier that only what gets measured can get changed. So let's go back to the rating. Suppose you see where you are doing well. You're not going to make any adjustments. If anything, you're going to stay on the same path and see, maybe what you can add to that goal. Maybe your finances, maybe you're actually okay with the finances. So, okay, all right, Lord, I'm good with my finances. I'm where I need to be. I'm in the black. I'm tithing. My bills are taken care of. I have also cushion and savings. I have my future plans laid out. I'm okay in that aspect. All right, Lord, well then what more can I be doing? Maybe you need to, talk to your kids about their finances. If it's working, don't start a whole new financial strategy. We can always make improvements, but don't change what's been working. Sometimes the beginning of the new year, or maybe, you've been exposed to some new information. You're like, oh, well, maybe I should try this. Look, if it's working for you, we don't necessarily have to make major changes. You can give yourself the brownie points and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? KISS, keep it simple, sis. Regardless of when you are watching this episode, you can always implement this algorithm. We don't have to wait for a new year, a new month, a new season. You don't have to wait for Monday to start. If you're watching this on a Friday night in bed, under the covers, when you promised yourself that you were going to sleep, but you found this episode, ladies, you can start tomorrow. You can start on Saturday morning. Who said you have to wait till Sunday? Who said you have to wait till Monday? Nobody. You're still alive. So you can still make the change in this moment, right? So let me know, did you find this helpful? This lineup, these 5 major categories, they're customizable. For me, when I think of self, that, includes my fitness and my, health and wellness journey. For you, it could be emotional intelligence. So you might have 5 totally different major areas. And that's okay. The formula, the algorithm, it still works. All right. So let me know if this episode was helpful, but I didn't want to, share something that was too complicated, because if it's too complicated, chances are we're not going to follow through. Right. Ladies, I have some exciting news to share with you, and it could not come at a better time. In January of next year, I am sharing my goal setting planner with all the details you need to prioritize and organize your goals for the first quarter of the year. Now, in today's episode, I gave you the framework for my 5-3-5 goal setting system, but now we have to fill in the details. And maybe you need a tool to help you develop the specifics for your goals, like questions, thought-provoking prompts, specific examples, check-ins, and mindset encouragement. One of the common questions I get is, how do you do it all? Now, that is a very loaded question, but the foundation is simple. I use my 5-3-5 system that I just shared with you. Now, this planner is unique because it is goal setting specific. Also, it has instructional videos from me to help you stay focused and engaged using scannable QR codes. This planner also helps you to identify the distractions that come about in our hectic lives and how we can overcome them by setting healthy boundaries and by being proactive versus reactive. Not only is this planner geared toward your productivity, but it also gives you God-centered inspiration and personal development tips and advice along the way so that you stay encouraged and constructive in the Lord. So ladies, go ahead and click the link down below to pre-order your 535 goal setting planner today. Keep it simple, sis. And until next time, remember, I am Dr. Sherunda Simone, and I will either see you at the top or from the top. You decide. Bye.